Basement, boxing tall. You know I'm a warrior, right? Fuck that, I'm a champion. Basement, boxing tall. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. Basement, boxing tall. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. I'm feeling cocky. I hit a thing to beat the ring, a boof up like I'm Rocky. ASAP, any opponent think they can stop me. I stay strapped, with a chop, tryna learn my moves so you can copy. You gotta give it your all. Gotta give it your all. When you're back against the wall. When you're back against the wall. When you the one people call. When you the one people call. To keep greatness involved. To keep greatness involved. Basement, boxer talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. Basement, boxer talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect.
This is your boy, Basement Boxing Talk. And good afternoon, everybody, man. Appreciate everybody for coming out, listening, supporting. Uh, Share, like, dislike, whatever you do. Make a comment, bro. I know it's been a minute since I last heard from you. Been kind of busy, but I apologize for the inconsistency. And we gonna get the show rocking, man. I'm back, man. We're about to start talking boxing, man. Get back onto it, man. Like, share, get the notification. Your boy basically is back in the field. Um, we try to see if guys gonna come on the panel. Get a couple people in here. I know I ain't did a show in a while, so a lot of people probably ain't paid attention. Now we're going live, but we gonna still do the show, man. We still gonna rock, man. We still gonna rock. Uh, yeah, wait on to see if the panel come through. But yeah, today was supposed to be history in the making. Today was actually supposed to be history in the making with our first ever all female boxing. And I really don't want to get too deep. I want to touch on this subject. If guys come on the panel, I want to get their opinions on how they feel or whatever. But yeah, kind of highly disappointed. I know it was death and this queen, but yeah, the date just got pushed back to October the 15th, and I was really looking forward to that fight. October 15th or October 15th, I think we have three other cards lined up for that day. Deontay Wilder fights on October the 15th. Uh, Devin Haney and George Kambosos, a rematch, I believe, is scheduled for October the 15th. And Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall, October 15th. That's a stacked night. That's a stacked card of boxing. That's a stacked card of boxing. I think with a stacked card of boxing like that, it kind of eliminates some of the money that's being thrown to the fight. I wonder would it hurt? You guys out there, do you think that would hurt Carissa Shields pay-per-view sales and ticket sales? Because one, if people who flew over there to go to the fight to the UK, they have money to come back, fly back to Europe. It's a lot of questions, a lot of questions to answer on this. And I'm just hoping for random topics. Right now, I really want to get to the conversation. I was just a couple of things are just on my mind. A couple other things to talk about. Gonna be talking about on this show today. Um, Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. I'm not trying to make this fight happen, but I wanna take a poll. I wanna get other people's opinion because there's a lot of people and a lot of discussion in different boxing rooms, different boxing associations, and different people I've spoken with in the boxing industry. And a lot of people say that they want to see Tank versus Pitbull Cruz part two. And when some of the guys come on the panel, I might ask them, that'll be another question I'll be asking is, how would you guys feel about Tank and Pitbull Cruz part two? I got my opinion. I just want to share your opinion, share everybody's opinion on the panel and with the show. Also today too, we're gonna talk about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury supposedly has called out Anthony Joshua. And does people want to see this fight? Do people really want to see Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua? My good brother Black Star Sports TV then popped up in the building. We bring him on up in here.
Hey, what's going on, my brother?
Hey, what's going on, good brother? How you doing?
Man, hanging in there. A little hot day today, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What's been going on, bro?
Hey, everything been all right. How everything been going on with you, bro?
Yeah, just getting settled up, man. Just got through moving, so that was a chore, but we got it done.
Okay, that's what's up. Bro. Everybody good?
Man, I wasn't so good when I heard the news about the fights today. So,
man. Yeah. I didn't want to get too far off into it without talking, discussing with some people. Come on the panel, they discussions on this. What? So okay, so go. I got a question for you. What's your feelings on them canceling the fight?
Yeah,
we know it was due to a death of the Queen. But what is your feelings on them canceling the fight and pushing the fight back to October the 15th date when we already got two other major fights coming on that day?
Yeah, that's really crazy to me. And why we gotta wait that long? I mean, why they just can't move it a week or two? I know they don't want to go up against Canelo on the same promotional, but I mean, a whole month like that over one day. I don't really agree with the not having the fights and everything, man, because I remember Brett Favre played a football game on Monday night the day after his father passed. Who was the queen? I don't know. It's a big deal over there, but it's just, why was, I don't get that, man. I just don't get it.
You got my good brother Maniac in the building. What's good, bro?
Yo. What's good, Basement? What's good, Black Star?
All right, my brother.
Hey, appreciate you. I'm glad you came in. I appreciate you coming through, bro. Hey, we ain't get too far. I was just asking, What's what's your opinion on the canceling the Carissa Shields fight and pushing the date back to October the 15th when we already have other venues, other fights going on for that particular day?
Um, okay. First, I want to start off with them for saying that I understand why they did it, but um, uh, I'm gonna be biased because I'm a boxing fan, and I feel like the show must go on. Um, I don't think it's fair to these women because that day was supposed to be all about women's boxing,
That's
and
that's what
some
I
of
want
these,
to hear. That's what I want.
some of these fighters are gonna, they
You muted yourself, bro. Unmute yourself, maniac. You're on mute, maniac. Black Star, you still with us?
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
I was just chopping off. Yeah,
There you
man.
go.
I don't really agree with the not having the fight, man. I just don't think it's a big deal worldwide. I mean, I know it's a big deal in England or whatever, but I mean, here we got a major fighting event that's taking place, and people done trained to come to the apex point, which is now to have the fight, the agreed upon date to have the fight. I don't see why we would alter it for, just, I know the lady passed and everything, but, life goes on, and unfortunately that's the way it goes. But, I just didn't think it was big enough. Because like I said earlier, Brett Favre played the night. I believe it was the same night or the next day when
Yeah.
after his father passed, and he went out there and he had a big game and everything like that. And, I guess everybody can have their own opinion about it, but to me, I just felt like they should have had it, for the sake of the people involved, because they putting their bodies on the line and everything to go out there and train and come to this apex point where the agreed upon fight day come, and that's when it's supposed to take place. Everybody's training to get to that point, to be ready for that day at that time. And then all of a sudden you move the time on, and now you done, messed up everything. So yeah, I don't agree with that.
Uh, Also, too, one thing that Sanchez, maniac was saying, and before he had dropped off, was this was supposed to be a all women's fight card. All
Yeah,
women's fight. This day would have went down in history. September the 10th, 2022. All women's of boxing event
yeah,
with two different title defenses on the line.
yeah. I believe both of them was undisputed too, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so.
Two undisputed fights, and man, that was the best women's card that's ever been put together to this point. And for it to get delayed over something like that, I just don't feel it, man. Just
I okay. Even if we take away, okay, yeah, I can see delaying the fight, but why delay the fight and schedule the fight on the day of Deontay Wilder fight, the
yeah,
day that the day that Devin Haney and Kambosa fight? Why would you do that?
yeah. And that's what boxing does to each other. They wonder why the ticket prices be lower sometimes for certain fights. When you got all those choices at the same time, boxing plans is split up. You know, and that's something that they got to look at too and consider because, man, fights got to get made. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm out here on the road, man, and he got something going on up here by this light, so I just got a little distracted there.
yeah. So, yeah. So I think it just takes away from the moment of the all women's boxing day that
Yeah,
was supposed to have been scheduled. You know what I mean? Now, if they would have scheduled still for another fight day, I would have been cool. But just the day of Deontay Wilder's comeback, it's like,
yeah,
oh, now we're bringing the women and the men into competition when it was really supposed to be about the women's day particularly for that on these particular fight card.
Yeah, and that was going to give us a good gauge of the growth of the sport and how the support is growing too. So that would have been a big indication on letting us know exactly where we are with that right now. By putting it off now, some of these fans, because a lot of them is probably casuals, they'll lose interest by the time the fight day come now. Because they've been waiting all this time. They ain't used to waiting for nothing because they, most likely not a sports fan, but they will understand what they're looking at. But yeah, man, I look forward to the fights though, man. I really was. I was really hype about it, man. Then all of a sudden, boom, gone.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, yeah. With that being said, fights being made in October. What was what was your predictions on the fight for today? If it would have took place, what was your prediction?
Yeah, I would have had Clarissa outboxing Savannah Marshall. Probably unanimous decision. Cause I know she ready. Cause all you see is her in the gym. You don't ever see her out doing nothing crazy or being distracted in any type of way. She just, always training, always at it. And always letting people know she out here and she the GOAT. And I expect her to go out there and show us too exactly when she get in there. She gonna tune up nicely. I don't know about the knockout. I know she was talking about a knockout. I ain't too sure, but I do know this: that fight ain't gonna be in jeopardy.
One of my we got the good brother AK the Apostle in the building. What's good bro?
Salute, bro.
I see Black Star in here talking that mumbo jumbo already, man.
AK in the building.
What's good,
What's
good
going
bro?
on?
What's happening?
Nothing much, bro. We're just in here just chopping up. Give us your thoughts on them canceling the Clarissa Shields fight and your thoughts of them moving the fight back to the return of Deontay Wilder's fight date and Devin Haney and Compulsive fight date.
See, the problem really come into play was it was already going to be 2 fights that day already. So I mean, and they're running into Devin Haney's time. You see, because you gotta remember the girls and Devin Haney fighting during the day. Deontay Wilder them fighting ain't till that night. So I mean, them and the women's fight is and Devin's fight are colliding. You know what I'm saying? And really, they know they shouldn't have picked that day. You know what I mean? They know they shouldn't pick that day. It's just ridiculous that but that's some old Eddie Hearn trying to compete with Bob and Al stuff. You know what I mean?
Do you think it takes away from the all women's boxing card date? Like today would have been history, 9/10/2022, all women's boxing card going down in history. 2, I believe, undisputed fights going on. Do you think it takes away from the whatever the monument of what the day would have been?
The way they had it set up, it takes away because they had a day to themselves. But at the same time, like I said, I mean, I don't know about you, and this is a question I think we should ask many people. That day is 5 o'clock, right?
Right.
You got the women's card, you got Devin Cambosis. Which card you really want to watch?
I think me personally.
Tell the truth.
Me personally, I think I would want to watch the Clarissa Shields fight because
Exactly.
I think it's gonna be more. It's gonna be more action packed. Yeah, I think I'd be more interested in watching the Clarissa. Now, a lot of people might be biased and not even keep that answer real with you.
I mean, listen. Either way you look at it, see, Deontay Wilder's card was competing with a card already. See what I'm saying? So, and it's a pay. See, that's the part right there. Now, the part where he's sticking it to both of them is because he know that women's card's a pay-per-view card.
Right. So we got 3 pay-per-view cards that night.
Oh yeah, that's true. They all pay-per-view, which we already know. most of them joints gonna be streamed anyway. You
I
know,
see, I see they moved the Montana Love card from that date too. They moved it back from October the 15th to November 12th.
and who he's fighting.
Oh, let me see.
But you know, I mean,
Who's fighting? When is who fighting?
Montana Love. You want to know who Montana Love fighting?
Oh, Montana Love. Yeah. It ain't on none.
I'm about to tell you.
Yeah, see, they gotta do a better job of promoting the full cards too, man. Because they, even other guys are lesser known names. They're known in certain areas and stuff like that around the country. So it's like, why wouldn't you just throw that in there too to help promote? Because it can't hurt. Sometimes the undercard will make you don't want to watch a fight. If the undercard good enough. Hell, I would have went to see.
Fighting a guy named Spark. Hold on. The Viking Spark. You go by Viking Spark. I don't know. I ain't never heard of this guy, bro. This is an Eddie Hearn production.
My bad, basement. I had a phone call, brother.
nobody want to hear that, man. Nobody want to hear all that, man.
It was actually Miss Gwen from Celebrity Making of a Champion. They told me I got casted for the show.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations, bro. Congratulations.
Yeah. But I don't think I'm gonna do it.
Huh?
What?
I'm gonna tell you why offline.
That's crazy.
Hey man, I am a maniac.
Hey, man. Yeah, let's talk offline, man. I ain't understanding this. What is that? What is that, yo?
Congratulations, brother.
He gave me the hand claps.
I
Yes,
thought he was trying to rip my eardrums out. I didn't know what he was doing.
Okay, so moving on forward. What was your thoughts on the fight if it went down today?
Who, me or Maniac?
Yes, sir. No, you was talking.
I mean, me personally. I mean, listen. I think I wanted to see the Carissa fight because as you know, we were starting to hear from a lot of reliable sources that this girl Savannah is more of a dog than we anticipated. But I still could see Clarissa going out there doing what she got to do to get the W. Outboxing her, outclassing her, doing what she got to do. And the fight that I thought was the most intriguing of the night is Alicia Baumgartner and Michaela Mayer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
it's the one
that's
that made the night.
Huh?
I said I would have thought that would have been the fight to make the night,
Yeah. Cause that thing right there.
And who did you have on that fight?
I don't know, man. I want Alicia to win, but my mind say Michaela. That's gonna be. A lot would have been riding on how Alicia came in there, because the way she's talking and the way she's acting, it seemed like she was gonna be a little bit more aggressive than she needed to be, instead of let the fight come to her. Because I really think she really can beat Michaela, but it ain't gonna be no walk in the park like she's acting like it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. The same thing you saying right now was kind of my worries with Clarissa with this fight, because she got so much emotions behind this, and it seemed like she really wanted to get to her. Like you said, you don't know about the knockout, but I just wanted Clarissa to be poised in this fight and not go out there and fight mad or frustrated,
Well, we know she not knocking nothing out. She ain't knocking nothing out. We can get that off the books.
Right.
We can get that off the book.
I
Knock
call
people
Cap.
out.
I got Bumgarner knocking her out.
You lost your mind, bro. Man, hey, listen.
I ain't saying knocking her out cold though, but I got her stopping her though, because I mean, Michaela, like, she likes to fight other people's fights. Either she fights
Michaela,
too tall, or either she fights too tall, or she fights the other people's fight. And if she make that mistake in this one, she going down.
but she got the total package though. That's the thing about it. She could do it all. She can box. She can bang.
You
You know
can
what I'm
have
saying?
a total package, but are you UPS? Are you FedEx? Or are you DHL? Like, which package you talking about, AK?
You know what, man? Every time again, I catch myself. You know what? Yeah, you're right. But yeah, that's the fight. That was the fight I wanted to see. I mean, it's all. Listen, all I can tell everybody that the particular day, you got a smorgasbord of fights to watch. But it looked like the one fight that probably going to get hurt the most is the Devin Haney fight.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the one going to be hurt the most.
Speaking of Devin Haney,
I thought that,
Wait.
yeah, I thought that the women's card would have made. It was time for Alicia Baumgartner to really come out too. To a lot of people don't really know about her. Would have had a chance to see her too. Definitely in the limelight of Clarissa Shields. And both of them together, should do something for boxing as far as getting out the message. About they out here and they good. And they something. So yeah, I really wanted to see that fight, man. I'm looking forward to it.
I mean, we all forgetting. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that Katie and Amanda took center stage. You know what I'm saying? So they already set the mark. They got to live up to that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because Katie and Amanda had everybody on their feet at the end of the night.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we have nothing. We have no fights tonight, right?
I mean, not nothing that we're gonna that. I mean, it's stuff you can watch, but ain't nothing that we want to. It ain't what we set our plate for. It ain't the buffet we asked for.
Okay, so moving on to the next week, we have Triple G and Canelo. Anybody on the panel? Let me get your thoughts.
I got a 50-50.
Man.
You got a 50-50, man.
He
Yeah.
bugging. He bugging.
Yeah, I
He's
got a
bugging.
50-50.
He's bugging.
AK, what you got? What you said he bugging?
No, you know good and well, man. Listen, man. This is Canelo's ride off in the sunset fight. I mean, not Canelo. Triple G's. This is his exit strategy.
It's payday.
Yeah, they
Hey, you know what? This kind of heartbreaking that I'm hearing you say this, right?
Why?
Because
Are you surprised though?
No, I'm gonna tell y'all why. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because for a long time, I was a Triple G fan.
What?
No. Listen, I was a Triple G fan because I mean I was watching him coming up, knocking these guys out. Even though true indeed he was fighting a lot of European fighters, but he was knocking them out. I was a fan of the knockouts. Then as I started paying more and closer to attention to Triple G, I noticed that the knockouts were against more European fighters, and maybe he didn't ever make the fight with Charlo. I'm like, okay, maybe he ducking. And then it was some couple things that Amber Sanchez said that I ain't like. So, you think this is his way to the sunset? Like this is his last fight?
Okay, if you look at Triple G's, right? All right, ever since that Canelo fight, right? He came out there, he fought Dermachenko. Dermachenko, the back half of that fight literally killed him,
True,
right?
true that.
Literally killed him. He literally almost killed him. So then he comes back and fights this dude that to this day, I
Do
swear,
not
if
know.
I we do not know who he is. We can poll boxing fans from here to A to Z. People that actually in the sport do not know who this guy was that Triple G fought. We still don't know who he is. And
Right.
then he comes back and he fights
Who you talking about,
Steve
Terry Meta?
Rowe. Yeah, we didn't know who he was. We know who he is now because since he fought Triple G, they then threw him in the ring with Jaime Mugia. But prior to that fight, when you saw that schedule, Gennady Golovkin against Serbian Meta, who who you didn't know?
Oh, you talking about you mean like Isaac Cruz? Okay, but go ahead, go off.
No. This is worse than Isaac Cruz. At least we knew we had an idea who Pitbull Cruz was. We
I'm,
had no idea who this
I'm
boy was.
glad you brought that up, man. Yeah, we gonna come back to that later. Finish AK.
But then, but then, but then you got Steve Rolls again. We don't know who he is. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He made two people famous. He got Serbian Meta a fight with Tommy McGear, and he got Steve Rolls a fight with Edgar Berlanga. And then this last fight against Murata, a 36-year-old with 18 fights, 16 and 2. 36 years old, and he only got 18 fights. Them two sentences don't go together, do they?
No, they don't. They definitely
So
don't
you
go
want
together.
so you take these four fights, and now you saying, "Oh, we're gonna put him in the ring with Canelo."
I feel
Okay,
disrespected because I'm 31 and I'm about to make my pro debut, so I could be 36 with 18 fights. So what you trying to say?
that means you better get busy. That means you better get busy. But then again, though, hey, why ain't nothing wrong? Because I mean, it worked for Murata. He got a Triple G fight. Jamal couldn't get one. Boo Boo couldn't get one, but Murata got one.
You know why Murata got one? But I ain't even gonna get into that. All right, go ahead, finish what you was saying, brother.
So you take them fights right there, and you putting them in with Canelo. Now, basically, what DAZN is saying is this, man. Look, we paying you $15 million a fight, and this is all you gave us. I gotta get my money from somewhere. You got to fight Canelo.
Ooh, okay.
I see it differently. I
How,
got a 50
how,
50.
how you see it, Maniac?
I got a 50 50.
Man,
My
come on.
man's Triple G, he coming off a win against Murata. Granted, Murata is not Canelo, but I think Triple G looked it pretty crafty. I
He
liked
did.
it, this Triple G. He looked it kind of crafty to me. Certain things that he was doing. I do think if he, in this fight with Canelo, if he can come in, keep that same craftiness, and if his endurance holds up, I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be okay. Canelo coming off a loss against a pillow puncher at 175.
At
So, yeah,
175. At
yeah,
175.
he's the
At
pillow puncher.
175.
He's the
At
pillow.
175. Okay. Sorry, Maniac.
Oh, here
Hey,
you go.
Maniac
It
left.
says device not connected.
Mm,
Yes, he having technical problems right now. Now,
okay.
okay, now listen, back to Triple G and Canelo, right? I agree with you. And Triple G's last maybe 3 fights, he has not been up to par. Here we go. We got Maniac back.
I mean, let's be honest. I
And
mean, when he get back in here, ask Maniac this
Uh,
question. When is the last? I mean, don't and he's gonna say Murata, but when is the last time anybody looked up and say, "Youngin, did you see Triple G last night?"
Um. So the thing is I was watching the Murata fight. I think Triple G looked at crafty, and that's just me. You know what I'm saying? It was a different Triple G. Yes, he's older, so it's certain things that he probably can't do as good anymore. But at the same time, you got you know what I'm saying. You got Canelo at on the same hand, who he looks the same to me. Like I'm not impressed with Canelo like these Caneloers. That's what I'm gonna call him. These
He fighting younger, stronger
these
fighters though,
he's no,
Maniac.
he's not fighting no younger, stronger fighters because for one,
He's fighting world champions. He's fighting world
Caleb Plant,
champions. Is a
and
world champion.
so is Triple G, and so did Triple G. All right, Caleb Plant, not stronger. Uh, Caleb, what's the other guy's name? I don't know. All they named them that Caleb something. All these motherfuckers are Europeans. No, ain't none of them on the
They
Triple
both
G
fighting.
level.
They
Um,
fighting. They fighting. They both fight Europeans. But you're gonna pick. Is Serbian Meta better than Caleb Plant? No. Is Steve Rose better than Caleb Plant? No.
nope,
Come on,
nope,
bruh.
nope. They're not. But
And none of them.
at the
And none
same,
of them. And they're nowhere near Bivol. They're nowhere near Bivol.
okay, that is very true, AK. That is very true. But guess what? What's also true?
Go ahead.
I don't see Bivol coming out here and just outboxing Triple G head off. I don't see that happen. I don't care how you put it. If I was Doctor Strange and I was able to see 1,000,001 outcomes, I could not see that one. Triple G, I feel like Triple G would have figured out a way to get that done. He would have put some beat. He would put a hurting on Bivol for real. He would at least.
Are you out of your
like he was
mind? Are you
fighting.
out of your mind? Are you out of your
Bivol
mind?
came out there. He came out there and sparred Canelo.
Bro, when did I? Okay, hold on. Triple G has never left his weight class for a reason. For a reason. He's never left 160. And you think he gonna go all the way up to 175 and do
Well,
something with that man?
I think he could, and I think he'd do better than Canelo.
he
I
never
think you
left
sipping.
for a reason.
Huh?
You said he never left the weight class for a reason.
You give me a reason why he stayed. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me what he stayed for.
You don't even know why he stayed.
I don't know why he
What?
stayed.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know why he stayed. But okay, listen to this. But okay, now listen to this. Do you think Canelo is putting him in the trick bag by having him move up to 68? He never moved up. He never moved up. You just said it yourself.
No, because it's not gonna make you weaker. It's not gonna make him weaker or slower. You know what I mean? It's not gonna do that. It's not a real competitive advantage pulling him up. It'd be more of a disadvantage if he tried to drain him. He's not draining him. He's bringing him up.
But it's the reason maybe why, salute to my man Goose Gold, is a reason why he's only been at 160. You know,
Yeah.
I don't care what you believe.
Yeah, because he didn't want that smoke up there. Got too hot up there.
Man, come on, man. Who was up there? Colin Smith. Come on, bro.
Who-
Like, stop it, bro.
Oh
Stop
no.
Stop it.
For the longest,
Yes,
it was this
Rocky
dude.
Felden.
No. Before that, when he was talking this, no, everybody was scared of him. It was this guy up there named SOG, and he
I
ain't
know
want none of
exactly what
that.
it is. Of course, neither one of them wanted none. So don't just put that on Triple G. Neither one of them wanted smoke with Andre Ward.
Right. So he parked himself at 160, waited for Canelo. He got his
Okay.
Canelo fight. He got his Danny Jacobs fight, which you can make an argument he lost. Listen, here's another thing about Triple G. You can make an argument you can make an argument he lost to Danny Garcia. I mean, to Danny
That's
and
cap.
Danny
you better go back and look.
Jacobs.
You better look at that
Come
Danny
on.
Jacobs fight
I
again.
I,
Come on,
I,
man.
I looked at the fight. I looked at the
Look at that
fight,
fight
and
again.
I don't think he knocked Danny Jacobs down legitly. I think it was
He
a
did.
close fight, but I also don't think that Danny Jacobs won that fight either. And then what you
Man,
also failing to
Danny
tell
was
the people
piecing
too
him
though.
up.
What you failing to tell the people too though is yes, he been at 160 his whole career, but
Right.
guess who was the 160 WBC champion when? Guess who was his mandatory, and guess who vacated that belt?
Who?
Canelo.
He fought Canelo twice. So what are you talking about? He fought Canelo 2 times.
Before that,
Okay, he did. He did. You're right. But regardless of what you want to say, he came back and he fought the man. That part over with.
yeah, when
I'm
he
talking
had
about.
a tougher fight,
Listen,
so somebody
what
could
I'm
give him quote unquote
what
the
I'm saying.
blueprint. What
What
Oscar
I
be saying?
what I'm saying to you is this: since this fight, since the two have fought, Triple G has clearly fought lesser competition, and he struggled with a few of them. Let's just be real. Because Dermachenko like I said, that back half of that fight, Dermachenko beat Triple G from pillar to post.
I don't want to say pillar to post. Pillar to post is
Man,
what Big
he
Ball
was
did to Canelo.
no. But what I'm saying is, Dermachenko was mashing that man up.
Well, Derevchenko nice though.
Hey, basement. Hey,
Right.
basement. He was mashing that man. He had that man running. He literally. That's the first time I ever seen Triple G run from somebody. He was
Okay.
literally running.
I want to ask. I want to ask Maniac a question. Do you believe that Triple G is the same fighter with this new trainer than he was
No,
with?
hell no,
Ain't a
hell
bad
no,
trainer. He got a bad
hell no.
trainer.
I ain't saying he a bad trainer, but he damn sure ain't the same. I feel the same way with Triple G leaving Abel Sanchez is the same way I feel about Jamel leaving Ronnie.
Oh.
Jamel leaving Ronnie Shields. Did you say
Whoa.
Jamel? Did you say Jamel? Maniac, you need to clarify your last statement. Are you talking about Jamel or Jamal? Man lost him. He got hot in here.
He talking about.
Man
He
lost
talking
him.
about. He talking about Lil Charlo.
Which one is Little Charlo now? Which one is Little Charlo now?
54.
Can we say? Because I mean, is he really Little Charlo now? Because I mean, we look. Some people call him Big Charlo.
Okay.
Well, I rock with my boy Charlo, but I feel the same way. Like I said, yes, they've had success after training with different trainers, but also I seen them better with the other trainer. That's just my
Which
take on it.
Charlo? Which be
I
clear?
said
Which
Jamel.
one?
I said Jamel.
You meant Jamel? And you're saying Jamel's doing better
Is
than he
no
is with
longer with
Dirk
Ronnie
James?
Shields. So who else I'm talking
You talking about the one that's with Dirk James?
about? It's only one of them with Derrick James. Yes.
And you saying he's had more success than he did with Dirk James?
What? No, I didn't say that. What I
Oh,
said was, yes, they've had success with their new trainers, but I also like them better with their old trainers. I feel like they were sharper. I feel like things were
mm,
better.
mm, mm. All right, all right.
Right.
That's Black Star coming back.
But I do want to speak on this though, if you don't mind, basement.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All these people, like, and AK just proved my point of what I've been saying, right? All these people been hyping up this man Isak Cruz, right? But it's the same thing with Sarah Meta. You know what I'm saying? Ain't
No, it's
nobody know
not.
who Sarah Meta was before he
Mm.
fought Triple G, and ain't nobody know who Isak Cruz before he fought Tank Davis, and he lost the Tank. So where's all this? I want to see the Tank second fight coming from, and he might get Tank some man. Come on, man, that boy beat that boy with one hand, man. Well, why we want to see that fight again, bro? Like
I
the only.
mean, that's Tank's fault. That's Tank's fault.
No,
That's their
now
fault.
listen.
Oh, there you go, blaming Tank.
I am so glad you brought this up, bro. Because I am so tired of hearing this. And I'm gonna let AK. I'm gonna let AK say what he got to say. But you saying it's Tank fault? How is it Tank fault?
It's Tank and his team's fault because listen, what you're hearing is this: is boxing fans and those that love it are thirsting to see Tank in the major fight. And they're tired, they're frustrated, they're beating against the wall. We want to see you in the ring with a Ryan, a Devin, a Shakur, somebody that the folks can say, all right, that's the fight. That's the night he showed us what he was really made of. That's what they thirsting for. And right now, since they can't get that, maybe running it back with Isaac Cruz, since he's getting a little bit of shine, knocking out these people that he's knocking out. That's give us something because we're not satisfied with rolling. That's what the fans are saying. You got to eat that. You got to eat
Okay.
that.
Okay. Now listen to this. Listen to this. Do you think Isaac Cruz, like Sanchez, like Maniac said, do you think that Isaac Cruz is worthy of a rematch?
Okay. Again, y'all know I'm on record. I would like to see him fight one of the other contenders or one of the up and comers or JoJo or anybody of that nature to further supplant his position. But then the $64 million question comes down to this: if you're not going to give the Isaac Cruz rematch, Tank, what are you going to give us? You know what I'm saying? Because right now it look like you're gonna fight the boy that with the box fitted that look like Muhammad Ali.
Wow. Okay, listen.
Talk to me.
I agree with Maniac. Like, man, where I don't know what's wrong with his connection, man.
Whose connection messed up now?
Black Star, he trying to come in.
There you go. Gotta.
There you go. All right, here we go. Okay, where does Isaac Cruz all of a sudden get all this? Where he get all this clout? Where he get all this fame from, bro? Because in my eyes, he fought Tank. See, that's what you see. Black Star keep leaving.
You gotta let him work through it.
He fought Tank.
Okay, we listening.
And Tank had a messed up hand, bro. He wanted to he broke his hand.
Okay.
Okay. So and this is my thing, and this I tell I say this so much, bro. We so used to Tank knocking people out because he's a knockout artist.
Mm-hmm.
Before Isaac Cruz, only one person survived before him.
Okay.
So since we so used to Tank knocking somebody out, he gets in there with an Isaac Cruz. And you know I done said this before. I believe Tank hand was already messed up before the fight. And I ain't gonna get into all them politics right now. But I told you, I believe Tank hand was already messed up.
Okay.
He fights Isaac Cruz. He breaks his hand.
He got two hands or one?
He got two.
Okay, go ahead. I just want to make sure he got two. I just want to make sure he got two.
Cruz up with the other hand.
He beat him up. He beat him up.
Okay, I had Tank winning. Did you have?
I got Tank winning.
The fight?
No, I Tank winning the fight, but beat up is that's the part we stuck on right now.
So you had him with the victory.
Yes, definitely had the victory.
So my thing is this. Since then, Isaac Cruz has fought Gamboa, who we know came in the ring obviously for a paycheck, not the fight.
Right.
He didn't even try to survive.
That's okay with them. That's okay with them, though, Basement.
The man didn't even throw a punch, Maniac.
Okay.
Then he comes in the ring last week, Sunday. He fights a guy we never heard of, bro.
And a former featherweight at that.
Okay, he's only at 135.
Hold on.
What you mean only? Look how much slack Tank got. Look how much slack Tank got for knocking out Leo Santa Cruz, though. Hugo Ruiz, former featherweight.
Okay. So my thing is this: Isaac Cruz. This fight. Hold on. When this fight comes up, right? Isaac Cruz comes down the ring. When they say ding ding, this guy automatically gets on his bicycle backwards. He didn't come to fight. He came to survive as long as he could until Isaac Cruz cornered him off and was able to hit him with a punch. I don't even think the punch was that serious. But here he go. He knocks this man out. And it looked like it was already set up for the knockout. And now the whole everybody's screaming Isaac Cruz and Tank too. Where the fuck where did he deserve it? Where does he deserve?
Bro,
Where
you
does
know
he
how they do.
deserve a rematch?
They
Tank,
gonna, bro. They gonna hype these
what?
Mexican fighters up at all costs, bro.
I mean,
Nobody.
I don't know what
Now
I don't
listen,
know what you're mad about because the problem come into
I'm
play
mad because
again.
we got. The problem comes in when you got guys that got to be clear hatred. It got to be hatred
Right.
because ain't no way in the world nobody wants to see Cruz fight Tank again because we
But you
know Tank with a healthy hand puts him to sleep.
No
well,
cap.
here's the problem with that. Here's what the problem with that come into
You
play,
telling
right?
me Isaac Cruz is better than Rolly?
Yes, yes, yes. Well, and twice every day of the week, twice on
Yeah, you
Sunday.
lost. You lost me with that one,
Listen,
baby.
Yes, he is better than Rolly. Yes, he is better than Rolly. Come on, bro. Don't even do that, bro. Yes, he's
okay,
better than Rolly.
Okay. AK, he said what he said. Don't try to make this about rolling now, because I know this is your exit strategy. But
No,
the
I'm
main
not.
point of
He's better than Rolly.
the main
He's better
fact,
than Rolly.
yo, he is. But the main fact is, where the
he
fuck is the
survives the
Isaac
guy with a
Cruz
broke
hype coming
hand.
from?
Man, listen, part of the hype, I don't know why y'all keep glossing over the situation, why y'all not listening to me. Part of the problem is this. You got to deliver something. The fans are tired. The fans want a bigger fight from this particular fighter. If you can't
But
give us
why
one of these
is it
fighters,
Isaac Cruz?
because right now Isaac Cruz, they're building Isaac Cruz. It's clearly you can clearly see they're building Isaac Cruz.
I
They
And
understand
building
the
that
that.
man off a loss.
Right. You feel what I'm saying? That's
we
because
hold on.
you understand.
We've seen worse hype jobs than Isaac Cruz. We've seen worse.
Name one. Name one.
They said,
Edgar
they said,
Berlanga. Edgar
hey, hey,
Berlanga.
hey, Isaac, we gonna push you because you didn't get knocked out like the rest of them. So you might be all right.
Man,
No, no,
listen,
no, 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 no,
Survive.
no. He
I
did. Whoa.
understand.
See, here's the
For
problem.
PBC
Wait.
perspective, I understand. He's a Mexican. They want to push him. They need the brand. He helps sales. Cool. They don't have nobody down there. I understand it. But for real boxing fans to actually sit up here and give this boy some props, I don't understand that one. No.
People like him, man. People
How?
like him.
Because he survived? How do they like him when they never knew who he was, bro? He fought two other people since Tank, and they were both
So
at the
check this out.
bottom.
So
Right.
check this out. Check this out. He's only you gotta understand is Isaac Cruz is only 24. He's not. He's only
So
24 years
why
old.
are people jumping on this bandwagon?
And right now. Okay, hold on. Watch this. Right. I'm just giving you the semantics. Right now, if you look at Isaac Cruz' record, if I'm a novice, I'm coming through. Isaac Cruz has already fought two former world champions and a top ranked contender in his last 3 to 4 fights. This is an actual
Who
fact.
who was the top
Regardless
ranked contender?
for Francisco Vargas, Javante Tank Davis, Yuriorkis Gamboa. Those his last 3 fights.
Francisco. All right.
Man, come on,
So what you saying about Francisco Vargas? What you saying about Francisco Vargas? Francisco Vargas has fought Burchett, Orlando Salido. So I mean, look,
How long ago?
don't matter. He fought him.
It don't matter now because
man.
It
it's
don't
there.
matter. It don't
It don't
matter,
matter.
bro. What I'm saying, he's
It got to matter.
24 years
That's my
old.
man. In the
He's
building.
not 30.
Good,
He's
fam.
not
It's good.
27. What I'm saying is this. Listen, my original statement is I want to see Pitbull Cruz fight Jojo Diaz or one of the other contenders to see where he really is. I do. I want to see him against some of the other contenders. I'm not advocating for the Tank rematch, but what I'm saying it is part of the problem why so many people are yelling for this rematch is Tank and his team's fault because they need to deliver a bigger fight for Tank, and the fans are just reacting to that. If Isaac Cruz is the best thing we can get, what do you want me to say?
And you believe Isaac Cruz is the best thing? Shout out to Mike
No,
Dawson. Capital
no,
punishment
no,
boxing.
no. But what we're gonna what people are gonna say is that if you don't fight Isaac Cruz, you better give us a better fight then. You
Okay,
understand what I'm saying?
okay, listen to this. So so listen to this. So if I fight 15 bar fights,
15 bar fight.
then I get in the fight, then I get in the ring, and I survived 12 rounds with a champion. That automatically boosts my status up.
Hey, you now hold on. Listen. This the part that neither one of y'all is putting out there. Yes, I thought Tank won the fight. Let's be clear about something. Isaac Cruz pressed that man the whole fight. Isaac Cruz was
That's his
pressing
style.
him the
So
That's his
whole
style.
fight.
Hold on. We have seen Marcos Madonna press people. He pressed Floyd. Did he win?
No. What I'm saying is this: he didn't just survive Tank. He fought him. Tank won the fight, but the boy fought him. He
But
didn't.
the man had a
He didn't
broken
survive. He
hand.
fought him.
He
Well,
had a
congratulations for being a fighter with heart, Isaac Cruz. Congratulations.
hey.
My question for y'all is just go back through Tank's fight. When the last time to anybody's we glittered with the hand. We get it, he won. When the last time we can go back and put it with screen and we seen somebody actually pressing him through the whole fight? That's what the people are attracted to.
We saying Rolly, but these
Rody
are
wasn't
these
pressing him
people's
like that.
style. Yes, he
No,
was.
Rody, no. Rody was.
Yes, it was. But
I was at the fight.
this is
You
his
know
style, bro. This is his
I was at the
style.
Rody fight. You know I was at the Rody fight, right?
Yeah, but you was kind of distracted amongst other things. But the thing is like that is his style. How else is he gonna sit on his back foot and try to box Tank? No, that's the only other style he know is to press forward, AK. So that makes sense.
Why y'all so upset with the situation?
Ain't nobody said we upset.
No, I'm not upset, but my thing is this. So because I fought 15 bar fights and I got in the ring with a champion and I survived and the champion had a broke hand.
Okay.
Now I'm a top tier contender.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that.
That's what
But here's the
Yankees-
problem. But here's the problem though. But here's the
That is
problem
what
now.
Isaac Cruz is, bro.
But here's the problem now. He's here now. Regardless of how we want to slice the pie, he's here. The other
Okay,
fighters,
so-
whoa. The other fighters that's in the atmosphere, you gotta take the Pepsi challenge. Because if you don't, you making him the boogeyman.
So I don't understand why you don't keep the same energy for the other fighters who
What other
haven't
fighter?
fought him versus
Who other fighter?
somebody
What other
at
fighter?
135. Hold on,
What other
wait.
fighter?
Let me finish. Well, the people at 135 is what I'm speaking on. Tank already beat the man. There's no reason for him to fight him again when he ain't beat no top competitor at 135
Again.
to earn that fight again.
What fight is okay? If he don't fight Isaac Cruz, what fight is Tank fight next? Start there.
No, I'm not talking about Tank. I'm talking about Isaac Cruz and the other fighters at 135. Why ain't nobody fought Isaac Cruz yet? You want Tank to fight him again? He ain't even earned a Tank fight yet. He ain't even beat not one top 10 contender since he lost to Tank.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It sounds like you just nervous.
I'm definitely not nervous. He beat the man with one hand. So imagine
Sound
what he's
like
gonna
you
do with
nervous.
both of them.
Sound like you nervous.
Why would he be
Sound like
nervous?
you-
I just know you be hating on Tank, so that's what it is.
Okay, wait. When I went with what basement. When I start hating on Tank,
I'm gonna say about 5 months ago.
knock it off, man. Knock it off, man. All right, so I'm gonna see what's happening.
Okay,
I'm looking.
specifically
I-
4
right
months
now.
and 3 days.
Right now. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Do this for my boys. Do this for my boys here. Cause y'all my people. Cause y'all my people. I do this for my people. Only cause you my people.
Man, Chad, what's good? Salute to you, my brother. I appreciate you for coming through.
I see you, AK. That don't mean nothing though.
I'm just letting y'all know I'm watching the fight. I'm watching the fight right now. I'm
I need
watching
you
it
to
right
focus though. Focus though.
now. I'm watching it right now. So that's what's on my screen right now. That's what's on my screen right now.
Mhm. Hey, you can watch it all you want, AK. My thing is
Oh
this,
man.
bro. They done gassed that man up, man. He's gassed up. And I agree with Maniac. Why ain't nobody else fighting? Why does what is Tank? What is Tank? What does he gain by beating Isaac Cruz again?
Well, listen. This is what people want to see.
Because
When you
hold
when
on.
you go
Before
ahead.
you start, because the same people saying this, the same people said this. When Deontay Wilder fought
Luis Ortiz again.
when he fought Luis Ortiz again, when he fought what was the big dude that went
Burn
12
Mr.
rounds?
Vern.
Ernest Vern. They said, why is the only reason why people want to see it is because guess what? Ernest Vern went 12 rounds with him.
Right.
That's not what happened though.
No, hold on. That's the only reason why people wanted to watch that fight. Did you think Ernest Vern was in a good fight with Deontay Wilder? No, he just survived 12 rounds. Deontay Wilder won the decision.
But the difference was one, Deontay Wilder couldn't get an opponent at the time because everybody kept failing the drug test. Two, Deontay Wilder totally dominated the first Storm fight. Tank won this fight, but it wasn't a dominant performance. It wasn't a shutout.
So if you minus the broken hand,
we can't minus that. It's part of the
I
fight.
gave that man maybe 4 rounds. That man.
How many? How many?
This
Four.
thing.
Four.
That's a competitive fight. That's a competitive fight.
4 versus
Yeah.
8. That's not
Yeah, that's
competitive. What are you talking about?
Damn,
You got 8 more rounds.
That's 4 more rounds. That's 4 more rounds. That's not smoke.
8.
That's not smoke. That's not smoke. That's not
So
smoke.
it gotta be 10. It gotta be 10-2.
What I'm saying to you is this. Not only was it, he said it 116, 112, but not only was it that the fight, those rounds was competitive. Every round, Isaac Cruz was never in a round in that fight where he just got completely killed.
Okay, listen to this. Okay, listen to
Is that true or false? Is that true or
now,
false?
now here I got some. I didn't want to do this, bro, but I'm about to do this.
Please do it.
Mr. Gary Russell.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got nothing against this guy.
Okay.
He was in the same similar situation.
With who?
I brought this up a few times. He
was in the same similar situation that Tank was just in.
Right. And they declared him the loser. They declared him the loser. The
only thing is, he lost.
They declared him the loser. Some people thought he won.
I think he won.
Right. They declared
he hurt his hand. He hurt his hand early on in the fight too, though.
Salute to my man PH Big Dog. Salute my good brother. Hey, you right. They declared the other guy the winner. That's the only difference between Tank and Mr. Gary Russell.
Okay, where we going?
Hold on. This is where we going with. If you talk to everybody, they say, "Oh, Mr. Gary Russell, he did his thing with one arm."
Okay.
But when we sit up here and talk about Tank, and I say, well, damn, this man had a broken hand. He didn't still do his thing.
He won the fight.
It's nah, man. It's excuses. But it's excuses.
Who said that today, though?
No.
Who said that today?
It wasn't.
Huh? Who said that about that today? You know what I mean? He won the fight.
You didn't say that, AK, today, but you've heard
Would
people
you,
say this before.
right?
I'm
And
talking about the
listen to
conversation
this.
we're having right now.
If Mr. Jerry Russell would have won that fight,
Right,
if he would have won that fight,
right.
would anybody be talking about a rematch with him having a rematch with that guy?
Okay, I think you're missing the point. Nobody called for an immediate rematch. What folks are saying now is this, right? Would Gary had left that fight after his surgery and went on and
And
fought?
the
Wait
guy,
a minute.
and the guy that
Wait a
he
minute. Bro, wait a minute. You gotta get you gotta put everything in complete context. The fans are screaming because they want this man that we're talking about to fight bigger fights. So right now, if you're not going to give us a Ryan, a Devin, a fight of that caliber, what are we watching? They want him to fight somebody, and people looking at this boy Isaac Cruz as a young banger. That's a fact. What am I making
salute
up?
salute to TS Boxing. What's good brother?
What am I making up?
I swear that all this shit is just Tank fault. Like that, like we gotta start acting like these people want to fight Tank just because they said they want to fight Tank. That's what they supposed to
What
say.
that could be true too, my guy. That could be true. That could be true too, my guy. But what I'm saying, you can't blame the fans because look, we get it. His hand was hurt, but to many fans, is they think this boy Isaac Cruz is a tough customer. You know what I'm saying?
How? Because he fought 2 garbage cans afterwards.
Well, they all for Gamboa, bro. They all for Gamboa, and Gamboa's fight before that he went the distance with Devin Haney.
All right, and we all know this too. Did Gamboa come to fight when he fought Isaac Cruz?
Did he come to fight?
Did he even throw a punch?
That man said, "Hey, pay me, please. I stepped in the ring. Pay me."
Ooh, listen. I don't want y'all, for everybody that's getting mad at hype. I'm not advocating for Isaac Cruz. I said I would want to see him fight one of the other contenders first. I'm on record saying that. No problem saying that. But I'm not going to turn around and tell the fans, y'all are out of your mind and you're not right because you want the man that we talk about to fight bigger fighters. It's not, you got to
It's not.
put it all in the same pot. It come
It's
with
not.
it.
It's not that he's not.
Go ahead.
PJ bitch dog. Hey, it's not that. Oh man, it's just I just don't understand how a guy can come from nowhere. I just can't put it no different, bro. A guy came from nowhere, survived 12 rounds. The guy survives 12 rounds only because this guy's a knockout artist. See, if Tank wasn't a knockout artist, then we wouldn't be giving Cruz we wouldn't give Cruz no props. But since Tank a knockout artist and he went 12 rounds with Tank and with a broke hand, we give him his props. I just don't understand.
That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem right there, right? That's the problem. Now, he did more than survive. That's the problem we missing. We get it. It may be because of the broken hand. He did more than survive. He was a live dog through the whole fight. 12th round, he was still grumbling. It wasn't no surviving. He didn't survive at all. He fought. He didn't survive.
No,
he
he
did not
fought
survive.
back. He fought back.
Bro, he was the one pressing Tank. Tank was pretty much boxing him. He was pressing Tank.
That's his style. He's supposed to.
Then I didn't survive. You then take out the word survived. He didn't survive. He did not survive. He fought.
Yeah, you can survive and still come forward.
He did more than just go the distance, man.
In that case,
Look, everybody that's in here talking.
You watching the fight, but are you looking at it?
I'm the only one looking at it on the screen now.
But hey, I gotta dip, man. I gotta make some calls.
Yeah, you need to dip. You do need to dip. Get about here.
Don't
Hey, I
do me
appreciate
like that,
you coming
AK.
through, bro. Appreciate you coming through,
I
man.
don't appreciate
All
you
right,
coming
man.
here
Holla
talking
at
that gibberish,
y'all.
man. Get your
Hey,
dusty
man,
behind.
hit my line later, man.
All right, boy, I got you.
All right.
All right, man. Come on, somebody said I just watched it. I had it a draw. I don't know about that. You see
Man,
that?
Chad said that.
You said Mad Chad said he watched it. What happened again, boy? Protested his
He
fight. He
said
said
he
he
had
was
a
drugged in this fight.
draw.
Man, nobody.
What?
Hey, man, nobody want to hear that Black Star, man. Nobody want to hear nothing but somebody got drug stuff, man. Then everybody put something in the water now. The bottle they mixed. Get out of here, man.
Hey, I ain't even gonna say that. But hey,
Say
Gamboa
what you
looked like
want to
he was
say.
on something. Gamboa looked like he was on something. Now that they say it,
Oh my goodness.
he couldn't keep his feet. I don't know. I'm not even gonna get him. I'm not listen. Gamboa was through before he fought Cruz. He was through before he fought Cruz.
What you want the man to do?
I personally thought that Gamboa could beat Cruz. I put money on Gamboa. Because I'm like, man, guess what? Cruz he hasn't fought nobody. All he did was survive for 12.
Look, again.
Because he went the distance. People want to give him props.
Well, look, man, listen. Regardless if that's the truth, let's say that's it. Say that's it. What do you want the fans to do when they want to see a particular fighter fight a particular level of opponents? If this is all we got, give it. Okay, right now. Okay, y'all don't want to see the rematch. Give us something better. What's better than that right now?
You know
Go.
what?
Y'all in the comment section. That all y'all is in the comment section. That's saying that right now. Who do you want to see Tank fight next? Then who? What's next?
Shout out to EST 1985. What's good brother? He said Gamboa almost dropped Cruz.
He drunk.
Man, Chad.
You know, man. People, listen. I'm a full believer, man. That look.
Hey.
When we listen,
bro.
This the thing. Here's the thing. When if you not anybody that got anything to say about any fight, if you're not gonna get in the lab and show that, you know what I'm saying? Because we see what we want to see on these screens sometimes. You know what I mean? People like, oh, such and such was hurt. Then you go back and look at the screen. It's like, really? That's what you saying he was hurt for? You know what I mean? Because sometimes somebody may drift back or stumble back or trip over somebody's foot and everybody swear they was robbed. You know what I'm saying? Tank versus Loma, Tank versus Riviera. That's the Muhammad Ali looking dude, right? PhD big dog, the one that named Riviera. That's the Muhammad Ali looking dude, right? That's who they want him to fight next. They want him to fight the dude that look like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, that's him. I believe that's him. That's him.
Yeah, that's what they want. That's what they gunning for. Do you want to see that fight more than Cruz? Let's get to it.
I don't want to see Cruz because guess what? I know one thing for certain. Tank with a healthy hand, Cruz go to bed.
So I'm asking you something. Yes,
he
he's
go
the
to
dude
bed.
that with Ali. Yeah, that's him. But so what?
We
just watched him fight Rolly Romero. We just watched him fight Rolly Romero.
We just watched who fight Rolly Romero?
We just watched Tank fight Rolly Romero.
Right, and guess what?
And he's trash. He's trash.
But hey, listen here. Cruz gonna go to sleep the same way that
I tell you what, right now.
Cruz
right,
go to sleep
whoa. How about this? Let Rolly fight. Let Rolly fight Cruz.
What's what? Yeah,
Let's get it. Let's get it. Just sipping and dipping, loading wood. Yes, I don't need to see that Cruz fight again. That's fine. We don't listen. I'm not everybody. One more time. I'm not advocating for the fight.
You know what?
I'm not advocating for the fight.
So listen. You said so. What should the fans do? Right?
Yeah.
What should they request from Tank? This is what they should request from Tank. Since we know since fans know that Devin Haney is in the situation,
Right.
fans should tell Tank, get Ryan Garcia and get him out of here, because I think with a knockout from Tank to Ryan Garcia, that I don't think we see too much more of Ryan. I think we won't see too much more of Ryan. So if I'm a real fan, then I'll sit up there and say, Tank, push for the fight against Ryan Garcia, or move up to 40 and fight somebody. You didn't been there before? You've been there before?
Okay. So we want Ryan Garcia, nothing else. You see, I watched Tony Harrison versus Jamel fight earlier today. What you think of a third fight? No. I do not want to see a third Tony Harrison fight. No. At all. I don't need that in my life. What do you think about that? I don't need to see that. I like it. I don't need to see no third.
Hey, no, we don't need to see no Tony Harrison, bro.
No, we don't need to see that. We wasting time. We going back in time.
Tony Harrison didn't even. I'm not no disrespect to Tony Harrison, but he didn't look good his last fight, bro. Last two fights. See, that's what I'm saying. So a guy can. That's exactly what I'm talking about, bro. That's exactly
what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
So that's the same thing.
What's the same thing?
Tony Harrison didn't look good in his last fights.
Right.
So what does Charlo gain for fighting Tony Harrison?
It's a rubber match in some people's eyes.
What does Charlo gain for fighting Tony Harrison? And Charlo got 4 belts. Fighting him a third time, and Tony Harrison didn't look impressive them last fights.
You're right. You are right.
So I feel the same way with Tank. Like what I mean, why would I fight Cruz, bro? Okay, yeah, you survived. All right, cool. You was just one of them. You it's only been 2 of you. There's only been 2 of you. There's only been 2 of you. Yeah, you survived. But
he did more than survive. Stop saying survive. He did more than survive. He did more than survive.
What you got to fight Judge that?
Okay, what I'm saying is this: there was never a time where we looked at that screen and was like, Isaac Cruz barely made it out of a round. Never. From round 1 to 12, there was never a time we're like, okay, he was almost gone in that round. It was never a time where it was a round in that fight. Get it? It was his hand, but he never had a round where he just let off on Isaac Cruz. Not one.
Black Star say I don't think Harrison won the fight either.
But here's the thing with Jamel is the undisputed.
Jamel is kryptonite.
Jamel has all 4 belts. You got all them fighters up there that he could fight. He got bigger fish to fry. What I'm saying, and Jamel takes on anything come his way. Anybody, whoever, whatever. Either Jamel fought him or he tried to fight him. But right now, for Gervonta Tank Davis, the fans are thirsting. They beg, please give us a Ryan, give us a somebody. And if we can't get that, you're gonna give us the Muhammad Ali kid.
PJ's Big Dog say Tony Harrison and Fandura fight would be a decent. Arguably Tony Harrison wins, he says. Modern King Boxing, a lot of comments across the globe felt Harrison was better boxer.
Man, post a lot of these comments up. Put a lot of these comments on the screen, baby. Let the people see them. You know. But you really upset about this Isaac Cruz thing, though.
Yeah, I mean, listen, because you know what? Understanding the business of it
Right.
makes me more mad. If I was a boxing fan, I wouldn't be mad. But just because I understand some of the business parts of it,
Right.
that's what
Right.
makes me mad. Because
Right.
I understand that PBC is pushing a fighter because he's a Mexican, and they gonna push him, and they don't have nobody down at that lower weight level. I understand that this guy can bring a fan base. They're gonna bring the fan base because he is Mexican, and they set it up for him. Two knockout victories in a row versus a guy who had a name and versus a guy who we never even heard of. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. But
Mhm.
to say he's worthy or he even is in a top 5-10 fighter, man, I just can't go, bro. Because he knocked out two people who were not worthy of even being in the ring at that fight. Come on. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I understand exactly where you're coming from.
He
Isaac had
has, he
zero
says
defense
Isaac
and will
has
never be Tank.
zero defense. He
That's
would
fine.
never beat Tank.
That's
And
fine.
that's
Give us a better listen. Put Isaac Cruz in the ring with a JoJo Diaz or another up and coming fighter. Tank,
see,
give us a
there you
give
go. There you go.
give.
There
I said
you go. That's what I'm talking about.
I said that a long time ago. But what I'm saying is, in the meantime,
Put him in there with Tevin Former. Put him in there
yes,
with
absolutely.
Put him in there with
Yes.
JoJo Diaz. Put him in
Right.
there with somebody of that
Right.
nature.
Right.
Don't call Tank.
But in the meantime, Javante, give us a fight worth watching.
Ryan, or move up.
Okay. All right.
I think people would you think people would pay for him and Tevin Former?
Who would have a phone?
Javante.
Isaac Cruz.
Tank.
Oh man, I don't want to see him fight no Tevin Farmer.
I'm just saying. Or what about taking JoJo?
Yeah, I'll pay to see that.
See, that could be another fight. It could be easily be made.
All I'm saying is, he said,
not Isaac Cruz, bro. Anything but Isaac Cruz. ETS said Tevin should retire. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, we ain't heard from in a long time.
Nah, remember he was supposed to fight Mickey Bay and the fight fell through with the promoter and some more stuff.
But we never got to see him, so we don't know. You only as good as your last fight.
Wow.
He say, wow.
Yeah, wow, man.
True. Oh, Modern King Boxing says Cruz is a poster child for PBC.
See,
that's what I'm saying.
Bro, listen. Okay, listen. The only thing they did was put the man on two good cards. You know what I mean? They put up. He was on the undercard. I think it was either was he on Earl's undercard?
One of them. I know he's under two pay-per-view undercards.
Yeah, he was either under Earl's undercard or Jamel's undercard, and then they put him on the undercard of Ortiz and Ruiz. And you know, as you see, he bought a fan base. The fans loved him. They cheered, they cried, they jumped up and down for him. I don't know what everybody's mad about.
Hold on. He brought a fan base.
Yeah, he bought a fan base. You heard that arena.
They was in former Staples Center, known as the Crypto Center.
Okay. Former Staples Center.
So a lot of them people were coming for the main event too, right?
Right.
Okay.
But when we look at undercards, right? We look at undercards, right?
That was the co-main event, right?
Co-main event, right?
Okay. So
how many times you see co-main events get that type of ovation?
So, oh, listen. So you don't think a lot of them fans were already drawn in from coming to see Andy? Because they both Mexican.
Right. I'm not denying that. I'm saying,
I'm just,
yeah, what
I'm
I
just we can't,
what
we. If
listen to
that
me.
fight would have been in Brooklyn, would it have been the same outcome?
Yeah, 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 man. Listen.
Hey,
Here's
if Andy wasn't on that card, I'm just saying, move it to Brooklyn. Would it have been
moving to
the
Brooklyn.
same? Put it in DC. Would it have been the same thing?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't put it on the
Put it
DMV.
in
Don't.
DC.
No, you
Would you
don't do
say
that
the
to her.
same thing?
No, don't no,
Would
because
you
the
be saying the
DMV
same
different.
thing?
The DMV is different. You can't use the DMV. That's a bad example. You can't use the DMV. We don't. We don't do that out here. But I'm saying, here's the thing. Certain environments are real friendly to certain cultures. You know it. Cali's one of them.
So,
Texas is
so
another one. And I think Brooklyn would have been like half and half. They rock with them jokers. So fine. And the difference is that particular culture supports their family. You heard that arena. After that fight was you heard the arena. I ain't gotta say nothing more. You heard that arena. Oh, oh, oh.
Coach
Coach
Ron
Ron
Simmons
Hey, how's
in
it
the
going, you
in
guys? Sorry, I'm late. I couldn't figure out my password, and then trying to get on my phone, and I don't know about these electronics too much, so I'm real late.
no problem. We appreciate you coming through, Coach.
Okay, Coach, we got a real debate going on right now. It's not really a debate. We just having a discussion, but we're not seeing eye to eye about the whole Isaac Cruz situation. What do you think about Isaac Cruz, Coach?
I like Isaac Cruz. You talking about the one that Tank fought and the one that knocked out Gamboa?
Right,
He just got through knocking somebody else out.
right.
Yeah, I like what I see.
I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed.
What's the debate? What are y'all saying?
You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. Go ahead,
No,
basement. Go ahead,
you know
basement.
what?
Go
Now
ahead, basement.
listen. I I respect that, right? I respect
No,
that
no.
because this is coach. And we are on air, so I definitely respect that. I respect that.
Oh.
So I don't know what's the debate? What is that? What are y'all saying about him?
Coach. Okay, basement. Okay, all right, basement. A lot of people just want to say they think Cruz is overhyped. He don't deserve a Tank rematch. So on and so on. That's what we're just debating right now. I'm not saying that we're just debating it.
Okay, I will. Hey, he might end up losing the Tank again, but hey, everybody likes a good fight. You can't say that the guy is not good. The guy is good, but like they say, there's levels, and sometimes someone is just a small level above somebody else, but they can make a good fight.
So, coach, would you say okay, for the people in the room, y'all in the comment section, y'all heard this whole conversation. So, would you say this right? If Tank does not have a bigger or better fight than Isaac Cruz, you don't have a problem with this rematch?
We the fans, we want to see the best fight. If it's a good fight, I think we enjoy it. And some people they want to see domination of people, but I tell you the best in the memorable fights are the ones that's close where there's adversity, and those are the ones that go down in history.
I see in the comment section, Black Star said Tank versus Loma.
Now listen. Okay, basement, you my guy, right? You
Right.
you you knew good and well. You thought coach was gonna say something else.
Yeah.
You
That's
thought
why I
Coach
said.
was gonna say something
Listen, you're
else.
right. You're right. You're right.
Well,
That's why I
basically,
said.
and AKA, the thing about it is this. See, y'all got to realize that, that I was a boxer myself. And, everybody's not going to be on the top. You have people that's good and they're not at the very, very top, but they're still good. They're
That's
still worthy. Okay.
that's
So,
not what I'm
so,
saying. That's not what
just like some people call people bums, people that never boxed before call boxers bums. That they haven't even had the heart or nerve to step in the ring, but you got the nerve to call somebody a bum. How can you do that?
I understand that, Coach. I understand everything you're saying.
Talk to Coach. Basement. Talk to him.
Coach, my thing is this. I said before the Isaac Cruz fight, before the Isaac Cruz and Tank, we have a lot of fans had never heard of Isaac Cruz. But only because Isaac Cruz survived 12 rounds with a man with a broke hand are we only talking about him right now, because his next two fights were obviously set up for him to win by knockout. Gamboa did not come to fight, and this guy that he fought Sunday, then I don't believe came to fight. They came to survive.
Well, Baseman, I think the fight, this last fight he had, I thought that guy won the first round. I thought he won
Okay,
the first
he
round.
he won the first round because he used the jab, but all the time he was on the back pedal, and the jab was helping him survive, Coach. It helped him to survive the first round. So I agree with you on that one. I gave dude the first round, but when the second round came and Isaac Cruz was started walking him down, it was just, man. To me personally, it was just like them two fights were set up for him to have a knockout, and now we talking about it. But if he would have fought somebody of maybe a higher competition, maybe I can agree. But I just can't agree with the level of competition with these two fights.
I can see what you're saying, Basement. But that's how stars are. That's how stars are made. That's how the best boxers are made. And guess what? They've given him confidence. And if he goes against Tank again, either Tank is going to come harder, or guess what? He's going to step up, and it's going to make the fight even better. Because guess what? This guy's got more confidence than what he had when he went in there with Tank at the first time. I mean, especially beating the Gamboa, stopping him, and hey, the momentum is going, and they have made this guy a star. Not only they have, but he has done things that was necessary, to make him a star now. So guess what? I believe everyone, maybe not you, but everyone is interested in seeing who he fights next.
Right.
I mean, we just spent like 40 minutes talking about him. So I mean, it sounds like the machine is working. Sound like hey Coach, it sounds like the machine working, because we just spent 40 minutes talking about Isaac Cruz.
Right. Man.
Yeah, it's not only the machine, because he's playing a part in it too, because he's making it happen.
I think that I'm just, all I'm saying, Basement, is I would love to see Isaac Cruz fight a JoJo Diaz or a Tevin Farmer or somebody else that's in the pipeline. But if Tank is not going to give us a fight that we want to see, I don't have a problem with that fight.
Okay. You don't have a problem with it.
Coach, hold on.
So then, what do you say when Isaac Cruz get knocked out in the fifth, sixth round?
He just got knocked down the fifth, sixth round. Hey.
So basement, are you saying that if they fought again, you wouldn't watch it?
No. I really wouldn't want. I will only listen.
You
I
know
will
you
watch.
watching it. You know you
Listen,
watching it.
only reason. Listen, to this coach. I'm gonna watch it because I love to watch boxing, and I like Tank. But if I didn't like Tank, I wouldn't watch that fight.
Hey,
If I ain't like Tank,
and he
I
getting a
won't watch
ticket.
that fight.
And you paying for a ticket. And you paying for a ticket.
No, I wouldn't go see that. You know
No.
what?
You're
You
gonna
know what?
bet on it. You're gonna bet on it.
I'm definitely gonna bet. You know what? I might do want to go see that because that's gonna be that'll be some historical shit. Because the way Tank knocked this motherfucker out in front of everybody, and all we do is put another check on the list for Tank. Like, well, guess what? He was just one to survive the first time, knocked out the second time. Only 2 people survived. Tank, you feel me? Tank moved to the next one. Going to do it to Ryan Garcia. Coach, what's your thoughts on the Triple G fight? Triple G and Canelo.
You on mute, Coach. Coach, you on mute.
Just jumped on the track. They just freestyle.
Who was that? Who was it? Who was it?
It was this girl.
That was him. That was him.
Remember when
What? Are you serious? Oh my God. Are you for real?
Yeah, I seen him. I watched the history.
That was him right there.
That was the first time ever.
Oh man.
I seen him get on the track, bro. I seen him get on.
Are you for real?
No, nothing.
Are you serious?
And then they've been pumping. No, when we came back for then they came spar 10 rounds. I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all got different bloodlines. Remember we left. I said we're gonna kill a couple hours. We went to the studio. We chilled. Yeah. They came back, but Terrain was like, come on. They was like, Terrain was mad because he was like, man, y'all come on. Because you know what I'm saying? They was like, man, let's finish this deal. Yeah. They pulled back.
And that was your song right there. That's what they
10
did.
rounds.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh shit. Yeah, but that was
Is that gonna be played on the radio or anything?
bro, it's not gonna release.
Huh?
That's not easy. Look.
Feel me?
Yeah.
Put out double
Sorry about that.
positives, we throwing up bitches. We performing at Big Ten and some more shit, baby.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Hey, that's your call. Coach, was that your call that just walked by?
Yeah.
Okay. They must have had a good spawn.
Sound like so. Yeah, man. So that was only my thing about Isaac Cruz, man. That was only my things about that situation.
I can name 10 there just pitted against him. You know what I'm saying?
I can name 10 there, just pity. Good luck, champ. Modern Day King said I was the first to criticize Tank versus Gamboa. Back then, all Terrence Crawford leftovers. But it was a great fight, but I saw Tank.
Put some of them comments on the screen, bruh. Come up there. People view them. Good luck versus Canseco. That's what's up.
I saw you guys. There's a lot of stuff going on.
You good, coach? You good? You good, coach? It's all gravy. We know what you doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we know what he doing. You know, they got the big camp going on down there. They get prepared for New Jersey.
Yeah, that's coming up. Coming up, 23rd. 2 weeks,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, September 23rd.
Friday,
Yeah.
2 weeks from now. What's your thoughts on that fight?
Who Shakur?
Yeah.
It should be another great performance by the young king, and look forward to seeing him doing what he do. You know what I'm
What
saying?
would you like to see next from Shakur?
If they're gonna let him, if he's gonna get the chance to be undisputed, he could do that. But if not, we definitely waiting to see what happens when he goes up to that next weight.
So listen to this. Why rush Tank in the ring when Shakur is gonna fight already? Won't you wait and see what he do? And then if you're a fan, push Tank to push for that fight.
Hey, Tank ain't gonna fight no Shakur. I promise you.
No, coach. Listen. I'm not disputing nothing that you're saying. I'm saying if you're a fan, if you're a Tank fan, and you saying you want him to fight somebody of competition. So I think Cruz he's not a factor. We already know that Devin Haney's tied up. So if you can't push for a Lomachenko fight like somebody else in the comment stated earlier, or a Ryan Garcia fight, you know that Shakur's fighting. Why don't you push for that fight? If you want to see Tank fight a higher level competition. Now, would Tank do that? I don't know. You saying he wouldn't do it? I don't know. If Tank was to do that, me personally, I got Shakur beating him anyway. Whether it's at 35 or 40, I still got Shakur winning. So I'm just saying, if you're a Tank fan and you want to see him fight higher level competition, why not?
Francis Bartholomew is like Isaac Cruz. We didn't know him, but now we do. What? Who is that? What does that mean? Because we did know who Francis Bartholomew was before that fight, but what does that even mean? What do you mean? I need that straightened up. Because if he's saying what I think he's saying, I need to know what you mean by that.
Hold on, man.
Estimated 1985. Can you clarify your statement? They're actually good fighters. Okay. I'll take that.
Okay.
I live with that.
So Coach, we never got your comment from
What was I had stepped away. Sorry, I had stepped away. What's happening?
Nah, it's cool. Now that you back, you ain't never give us your comments on the Triple G and Canelo fight. It's coming up.
Yeah, I think that Canelo's going to get him. I think it's going to be worse than the other time. I thought the first time was easy. The second one was a little tough. I think he's gonna walk away with this one.
AK said Triple G getting knocked out.
I did not say this is his exit strategy.
extra strategy. It's extra strategy out of the way, out of the game. Well, why wouldn't he take an extra strategy with Charlo?
Less money.
Okay.
Less money. The stage ain't as big for some reason.
Okay.
You know, Canelo is day one.
With the ooh.
What?
Out of King said Gary Antoine Russell.
What do you say about Gary Antoine Russell?
I guess tanking him.
Get out of here.
Hey, he a Tank fan, so he's saying call out Antoine Russell.
He's a Tank fan.
I mean, I guess this is what this conversation was based upon. If we were a Tank fan, who would you want to see fight other than Cruz? Right? That's what we were talking about.
So hold on. That's the first time I heard a Tank fan say that. If he's really a Tank fan, I'm right now. I can't see the comments because I'm somewhere else. But if he's really a Tank fan, I need him to tell me that's what you really want. You want Tank and Gary Antoine.
PGH Big Dog said Floyd won't let Russell fight. He said he won't make that fight. Then ETS 1985 said Tank scared of Gary and Regis. Whoa.
He ain't scared of no Regis. Ain't nobody scared of no Regis.
I know. I Coach. I'm just reading off what they saying. I know how you. I know what you're gonna say about these fighters and scared and all that.
Nobody scared of no Regis.
Yeah, I don't think nobody's scared of anybody. I mean, you might lose, but I don't think you're scared. I think what that fan is saying, AKA, is that he think it would be nice to see Tank beat Gary Antoine Russell. That's really what he's saying out of his mind.
Well, you know, that's a fight I always wanted. That's a fight I always wanted. Was Tank and Gary Antoine.
That's a fight you always wanted?
Yeah, Tank and Antoine, yeah.
And how you see that fight?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest because you know I got a personal bias. So I mean, I'm not even going. I'm going to be 100 with that. I'm completely biased on this particular fight. So you know.
Okay, does the weight matter? Would the weight be a factor in that fight? We know Russell fights at 140. We know.
Why should it though? Why should it? Because you fight for a belt at 140?
Okay. Oh, so my thing is this. My thing is this. My question to you is this: would that fight be made at 40? Or would that fight be made at 35? Will
definitely gonna be made at 35? They better not make him do that. And I pray that he wouldn't do that. You know what I mean?
Explain to the people why.
Because he's a natural. He's been fighting at 140 for so many years. To come down to 135 now for a guy who fought at 140 before, it's kind of crazy. It's clear you're trying to get a competitive advantage.
Okay. I say that to say because we have seen that before in boxing. We seen Canelo try to do that to Bivol. Make him come down.
Yeah. And Bivol offered that because now Bivol kind of look at it as he's arrived off the first win. You know, Bivol had arrived over the first win, so now he figured, you know, I won the fight against the biggest name in boxing, so now I want to get paid, and he figured that Canelo probably won't fight him again, you know, at that same weight. Somebody said he definitely scared because he had an opportunity to fight Regis, but this dude fought Barrios. But this dude fought Barrios and Rolly. Gary said he was coming in. Tank is just like Canelo. I'm gonna jump weight classes to fight and not fight the top guys. Eh. Oval is one of the top guys. So I got my apprehensions on Canelo, but we gotta call a spade a spade.
Shout out to Curtis Anderson, the OG Kurt, OG Kurt. That was my dude, bro. The boxing historian.
Hey, you guys, I have to roll. Thanks for allowing me on your stage, basement.
Hey, we appreciate you coming through, Coach.
Yeah, I was gonna try to tell Shakur to say something, but I said, "No, I'm not gonna do that." But y'all saw him, so. But we'll see you guys next time.
It's all good. Tell the champ we said shout out.
Cool. When y'all start talking about taking him fighting, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's cool. Hey, we appreciate you coming out. Tell Shakur we said what's up, man. And we rooting for him on the next weekend, 2 weeks from now.
I'll do that. Any of you guys coming up? New Jersey?
Nah. AK be there, I believe. AK going, ain't you?
Okay, I'll see you there, AK. All right, and you guys take care.
All right, appreciate you, Coach.
All right, salute.
ETSA Canelo thought he was a cherry pick. Cap it. He thought who was a cherry pick? Who did he think was a cherry pick? Modern King boxing. Good luck, Shakur. Yes, sir. Yeah. Shout out to Shakur Stevenson. We wish him luck on his next fight, on his career. Modern King Boxing. I'm subbed up ESPN Plus because of Haney and Shakur. That's what's up. You're right. That's one thing I can say. ESPN has stepped it up this year and brought us the fights that that the fans have wanted to see. They brought fans fights that they wanted to see. I'm not gonna say anything about PBC or nothing but bad about that, but they have brought us some exciting fights. So I believe Shakur wins this fight in 2 weeks impressively. And I believe that if Shakur isn't able to unify, because the other two belts that are out there, them guys I have never really seen. I'm not gonna lie, I've never really seen, and I don't think that them guys will even want to fight a guy like Shakur status. So I believe Shakur moves up to 35, and this where boxing, where we're about to see some real live competitive boxing. This is where you're gonna see, quote unquote, a lot of guys say the ducking. because, like Coach say, it's a lot of guys don't want that smoke with Shakur. A lot of guys don't want that smoke with Shakur. EST say only people see being Shakur is Boots, and that'll never happen. Yeah, right. Because I mean, Boots is at a right. You're right. Because Boots is at 147. You know what I mean? That's way so far fetched. I feel you. Robinson really tested Valdez. Yeah, but okay, but okay, but what did Shakur do to Valdez? What did Shakur do to Valdez? What did Shakur do? So with that, I mean, come on.
But Basement, what they really talking about is this though. Many people thought Canseco won that fight against Valdez.
Right.
Which is why we're here. That's why we're here. That's why we.
Are we here because of that, or are we here because Shakur couldn't get another title fight right now?
That's true. But what earned Canseco's ticket to the dance is many thought he was snubbed in a fight that he really won. And Shakur doing what big boys doing, fighting the man that people really feel should have been there. Let's be honest. We've seen people in this situation because the guy getting the dub. Everybody run from the same guy like Roach with the lights on. We've seen that. You know what I mean? You know, I remember that happened to my man Winky. You know, years ago, he fought Fernando Vargas. They robbed him, and everybody was like, nope. You know what I mean?
Right. Modern King say Shakur dismantles him. I agree.
Hey.
That's what we need. He dismantled Valdez.
Shows the separation of talent because Boots is only 25, and imagine if Haney was at 47 with them skills. Boots would destroy Haney. Show me its weight classes for a reason. I lost at that statement. I think
Devin Haney, just because Devin Haney is a champion, I don't think that Devin Haney could, even if he was 47, I don't think I would have Boots winning that fight.
I think he's saying Boots wins.
Yeah, I agree. If they were to fight at 147, I would take Boots over Devin Haney because it's some things that Devin Haney do that I think that Boots will be able to capitalize off of.
Cool.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you, if Devin Haney, dream match, if Devin Haney and Boots was the fight, who do you have?
I mean, come on, y'all. I mean, the problem is let's see how his body develops into those higher weight classes first.
Just said dream match 147, Devin Haney versus Boots.
We gotta see how the man body develop. You know what I mean? I can't do that. You know that. Because naturally you're gonna pick the bigger man. You know?
All right. If you had to go skill wise, who do you got?
I think they both I think they're close to the same level skill wise. But we gotta see more from both. I need to see more from both. Boots need to be able to get those bigger fights, and we gotta see what happens when Devin Haney fights the Tanks and the Shakors and all of that. You know,
Well, I believe personally that this would be the last fight for Devin at 35. I think
I think Lomachenko will be.
You think. So do you think? So okay, that's a good question. So Devin Haney comes out and say Devin Haney smokes Kambosos,
Which he probably will.
which he probably will.
Well, he probably will.
Does Devin Haney stay around? Excuse me. Does he stay around and fight Lomachenko at 35? Or does he move up? If you were in control of Devin Haney.
Okay, well, what's my option? Because see, if
Your
it's not a
options
better
are-
fight,
Your options are you stay around and you fight Lomachenko at 35, or you move up to 40 since you already undisputed at 35.
right?
You come up to 40 and you have a title fight. You come into a mandatory title fight at 140.
Okay. So it's like this though. Okay, 135. I know for a fact that the last fight on this contract they want me to honor is probably gonna be Lomachenko.
But you don't have to honor it if you vacate the belts and you move up. Now you vacate the belts and you move up and you fight a mandatory title fight.
You see what 1985 is asking? He says, do he think, I guess he's talking about me. Do I think Devin Haney can beat Gary Antoine Russell at 140? No. No. Do you think Devin Haney can beat Twan? You know what I'm saying? Let him answer that question. No. Do you think it's over?
Because he said, hell no. ESC said Haney ain't knocking out grown ass men in 2 rounds. Once again, this is no disrespect to none of the boxers at all. We just talking about boxing. That's all. On a quick. Salute. Yeah. So we were saying her disgusting. If Devin Haney wins over Kambosos, does he stay around and fight Lomachenko at 135? Or does he move up, vacate the belts, and move up to an automatic championship fight against a top tier contender? What are your guys' comments? What do you guys say?
Now he did say. Now Bill, we're not gonna forget what Bill said on barbershop conversations. You know, he did say that he did. If he was to go to 140, he's fighting Twan. He said that. So I mean, we ain't forgot.
Okay.
Okay.
1985. Where you from?
Okay. That's what Bill said.
Yeah, Bill said that. Yeah, Bill said that. I saved that clip. I screen recorded it and everything. I saved that clip.
Mm.
Well, I got the evidence. I got the evidence. Yes, I got that receipt. That's it. That's definitely on my phone.
All I can say is, no disrespect to nobody, but Mr. Bill Haney, a lot of guys in the DMV area, which are a lot of truly highly Devin Haney fans, they're gonna try to hold you to that. They're gonna try to hold you up to that. They're gonna try to hold you up to that. EST says, I wish he would have challenged Josh Taylor. I think, Devin Haney can beat him. See, that's what I'm saying. These are options. These are options that are out there. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If Devin Haney moves up, he can move up to 40 and challenge Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor still got the WBC and the WBA, don't he? Would that be worthy of doing? Then fighting Lomachenko, AK? People in the chat, would that be better? Would that be better? That was a good one, EST.
But what'd he say?
He said that we came up with the terminology of Devin Haney fighting Josh Taylor. Vacate the belts, move up to 40, and fight Josh Taylor for his WBC and WBA title.
I mean, yeah, but like ESC saying, I think they try and prime that fight for Teofimo. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. If he decides to go to 140, whether his first fight or his second fight, it is mandatory that they stand on their word. It's mandatory.
It's mandatory that
I'm on Devin and them. It's mandatory. You owe us one. You owe us one.
He owe who one?
He owe the DMV one. Yes, he do. He owe us one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying that. Just no disrespect to Bill Haney, but
not at all. Not at all. But you got to stand on that. You got to stand on that.
Is gonna make sure that he stand on that.
Yeah. Call out our young killer. You call out our young killer, you got to come see him. You got to come see him.
Okay, now listen. Okay, now listen. We know Mr. Bill Haney for being a man of their word.
Right.
But listen to this. Does that fight make sense? Does that fight make sense for Devin Haney to vacate his belts and come up to 40 and fight Antoine? Antoine doesn't have a title.
Look, man, listen. You made the request. It was heard around the world. We heard.
But to the defense, can Bill say, listen, I know what I said, but Antoine doesn't have a title right now. So that right now doesn't make sense for us.
It didn't make sense for you to say it, but you said it though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing. I get what you're saying. Nothing that they gonna offer me, or it should and should be nobody out here. Nothing he gonna offer me is gonna make you say, I didn't hear you say we'll come up to 140 and fight that man. He ain't say I will come up and fight that man if he had a belt. He said we'll go up there and fight him. Stand on your word.
Now, EST saying that he's saying basement. If Taylor fight goes through, we kind of rushing Devin Haney into an ass whooping, either at 140 or 147, because he ain't put his combos together. It'll be bad for him. No defense, because he challenged my little brother, who was way smaller than you, who gets real work. Okay.
Who's he talking about when he say my little brother?
I don't know. EST 85. Who is your little brother?
Who's little brother?
Yeah. So.
Oh, well, little as in smaller Gary Russell Jr. Okay, I'm about to say, because even though he's smaller, Gary is Twan's older brother. He the big bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Gary is the older brother.
So, with that being said, still, does you still make Devin Haney and Bill Haney stand to their word that if they come up,
you would do the same thing. Y'all wouldn't let that ride in Ohio. You know it.
Okay. Okay. Listen. Does that have to be his first fight?
It ain't got to be his first fight, but it's a fight he got to make. Ain't no two ways around it. Ain't no we looking for this, looking for that.
Okay. So does he get a pass to? This is a fight that he got to make before he leave 47. I mean, leave up to go to 47.
No. Okay, listen.
This has got to be a fight he got to make between his first couple fights.
The first couple fights. No, at the very latest, if it's your third fight at 140, that's you already out of pocket. But it has to be one of the first 1, 2, or 3. Anything outside of that, man, don't bring that man name up to me no more.
Okay, now listen. Okay, say Devin Haney he gets okay, here goes the scenario. Say Devin Haney comes up, fights Josh Taylor, boom, gets the titles. Now you want him to fight Antoine?
Yes, even better. Yeah. So I mean, listen, it flowed out of Bill Haney's mouth so effortlessly. Hey, we got options. We can go up to 140 and fight Gary Antoine Russell. Say his whole name. No, you got to stand on that. No, you got to stand on that. We don't play them games right here. You know what I mean? You still there, blood?
Yeah, I'm still here. So okay. So once again, I'm trying to keep it equal. So to the defense to Bill Haney, does he say, man, this fight don't make sense for us? This is a win-lose situation.
Did it make sense when you made that statement? That's what I'm saying. Did it make sense then? I don't know what made you say what you said, but you said it. You know what I mean? It wasn't provoked. Wasn't nobody cornering you. They didn't ask you about that man. You just jumped up and blurted that man's name out. Stand on that.
Hold on, EST. He don't gotta fight Lomo. He don't gotta fight Lomo. He can move up.
So, but if he move up and Josh busy, T.O. busy, Regis busy, let's get it.
Regis about to fight for what title?
One of them. Yeah, Reed is in the mix.
Okay. Uh-oh, he said Haney was riding Bud coattail.
Huh?
Said that.
Who said that?
EST said that.
I don't know though. I don't know. I don't know. Unless he was saying, I don't know. Oh no. See, I see. I know what he's talking about. I think he think I'm not talking about Gary Jr. I'm talking about Bill Haney was on the show. Like I said, I got the clip. You know, Bill Haney was on the show and they was asking him about if he whether or not he could get the Cambosis fight. And he said, well, we can't get the Cambosis fight. We'll go to 140 and fight Gary Antoine Russell. He said that. All right. Go ahead.
So with that being said, if so, you saying that got to be one of his first couple fights
Absolutely.
at 140, even if Antoine don't just have a title.
Yeah. He didn't have a title when you made the statement. You know what I'm saying?
And why did Bill make this statement? What was made? What was made for the statement to come up? What question was asked for the statement to be made?
Nothing. They was talking about George Kambosos, because remember this was the time when it wasn't sure Haney was going to get the Kambosos fight. So they're strictly talking about George Kambosos. He volunteered Swan's name. He volunteered that information. Well, where we come from, you don't get to do that. See, you don't get to do that. No. You can volunteer my name, but then you got to stand on what you said. That's fine. You know, all call outs are mandatory. As my man Flat and Zab would say, all call outs are mandatory.
Shout out to Flat.
You know what I'm saying? You don't get to call nobody out and say, yeah, we're going to do this, and then be like, nah, well, you know, you ain't had no belt. No, I ain't had no belt when you call me out.
EST said Gary challenged Bud and Haney said fight him. Well, listen to this. Gary Russell was fighting. He's only fought at what, 26?
That's the highest weight he fought at, yes.
So when Gary Russell was calling out Bud, that was something that was personal from their days of in the amateurs around the Olympic trials type stuff. So that was like a real personal vendetta between them two. It wasn't he was calling Crawford out just for the hell of it. He was calling Crawford out because I guess Crawford made a statement or something about when they was in the amateurs or whatever. So that's really what that call out was about.
What he talking about is not too long after that was when the Devin and Gary Jr. situation happened. You know, so I mean, again, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Again, it was a bunch of stuff that went on. The fight didn't happen.
Right.
And,
so you know, is what it is.
You know, it fell through. But you know, so and none of that situation had nothing to do with Twan. So for him to come out and just randomly say Twan's name, we're not getting it. But even if you did it for fun and giggles and jokes, you gotta stand on your word, homeboy. You gotta stand on your word. We ain't trying to hear none of that. You know, because you easily said that. Yeah, man, we'll just go up to 140 and fight Gary Antoine. We'll do
it. Say do it,
Yeah, we're done. You know, we love that, and then and keep that same energy when you was talking to Gary Jr. We would love to come to the DMV, but come on down. Let's shake a tail feather. Actually, man, Actually, Anthony Peterson, Dusty Hernandez, and all them, they got a fight card coming up in the DMV out here on October 1st.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure your man that we did the interview with Freeway Rick Ross will be in the building.
Okay. Bona Kwikwi said, remember Crawford beat Victor Poster when he was undefeated.
I do, but what I got to do with this? Like, how's that relevant? But yeah, we do. I do remember. I just want to understand the context of your statement. Gary fought weaker Victor Postal. That's fine. I mean, he's an up and comer. You know, he's an up and comer young fighter with an excellent amateur background that they trying to kind of get. You know, he trying to get the fight that'll move him up. Which Gary? You ain't has a longer reach than Gary Antoine. That's not gonna matter. That's not gonna matter. You know what I'm saying?
You said that's not gonna matter.
That's not gonna matter.
That'll be that's one. Hey, that's one I guess we could be hopefully be seeing in the 23, early 23. Bona Kwikwi said, hold on.
Any more skillful than we think. Nobody's doubting his skills. But that's a fight where if he was to fight Gary Antoine, he gonna have to fight. He's gonna have to fight. Every drop of skill he got in his body's gonna get tested. And Gary Antoine is a gym rat too.
Yeah, I must admit, they both gym rats.
He a gym rat too. You know what I'm saying?
But I just don't see that fight being made, AK.
Huh?
I just don't see don't see that.
Okay. If it don't ever get made or however they want to play the game, right? Because it's a lot of cats in that division, right? See, these dudes all know one another, right? They knew each other from the amateurs and so forth, whatever, right? So don't get brand new when you get up there and folk be like, okay, what remember when you said on this show that you was gonna fight this young man? So don't get amnesia, don't get Hollywood, you know what I mean? Don't do none of that. Stand on your word. Because nobody in the room made you say what you said. You know what I mean? You thought, I don't know if y'all thought it was funny.
He said you don't know if he thought it was funny.
I don't know if he thought it was funny. I don't know. But nobody made you say what you said. My man jumped there quick. How y'all see can Tank move up and dominate? Tank went up there. Got from up out of there. But listen, I would love to see my man against any of them guys.
Repeat that again.
I would love to see Twan against any of them guys. You know, Twan against any of them guys.
Okay. I don't disagree. I think personally a lot of people want to see Antoine fight somebody of either a title contender or a title shot or a person that's quality of a title contender. So,
I mean, but he got to get them opportunities.
True that too. I think a lot of people don't want to get in the ring with him. So I mean that might be a lot of problem too. But you say you got it on video.
Yeah, I got the clip.
you gonna hold that for ransom.
Absolutely.
And we look forward to that. We look forward to that. So what else do we got? What else we got coming up, man? Okay, yeah. Your thoughts on the Deontay Wilder fight? We got the Deontay Wilder fight coming up too, man. Give me your thoughts on that too.
Wilder should win, but we gotta see because we don't know if he got any hangover effects from them two Fury fights.
Okay. It was something I kind of peeped in Wilder's workout that he was doing on his Instagram. That makes me kind of it made me wonder a little bit about when he fought Tyson Fury or whatever. It seemed like it might have been me, but it was like a video that it looked like one of his legs was smaller than the other.
Whose leg?
Wilder.
I don't know. Like the first video I seen him, he didn't look right, but then it's another video where he looked like I'm like, he all right. So I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Have you ever
Yeah.
seen? Yeah. Because what EST said, he said Wilder by KO, Hellenius never moves his head. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I listen. I believe this fight is set up for Wilder to get the knockout, to maybe build his confidence back up for the bigger fight. And I think they talking about if he wins, he fights Andy Reid. So I think that's basically what we gonna see October the 15th. What was you saying, Blackstar? I mean, what was you saying, AK?
I don't know.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
They'll come back to us.
Yeah. Also, okay, we got Kale Plant. And your boy, Anthony Durrell. How you see that? How you see that? Anthony Durrell coming back. I think his last fight he got the knockout, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was explosive knockout too. Explosive knockout. So how do you see that fight? How you judge that fight?
I think Caleb pulls it off. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Durrell won, but I'm picking Caleb.
Okay. That's kind of shocking. I didn't think you would say that.
I mean, Durrell ain't getting no younger.
Right. How old is Durrell?
He should push it, be about 37, almost 40 now. Let me look. I'm gonna find out. Anthony Durrell, 37.
Ooh, okay. And Caleb Plant is what? 32?
No, he should be way younger than that.
I think Caleb Plant may be 30. He might be 32, 30.
He's 30.
Okay, right. As I said, 32, 30. Okay. Okay. So you say you going with Caleb Plant on that fight, on that one?
That's the one I think that about the time I think he's slowing down.
EST say Kid Austin remind him a little of Gary Antoine.
I like Kid Austin.
And Kid Austin fighting at what, 135 too, right?
Yeah, he's at 135.
And then we got Keyshawn Davis at 135, right?
Yep.
So I mean, I would rather see. That's going backwards, but I'd rather see Tank fight one of them guys before Isaac Cruz. Because what you think of Keyshawn Davis would do to Isaac Cruz?
I think it's too early for that type of fight.
For Keyshawn Davis? For Isaac Cruz?
6 fights, man. You gonna put him in the ring? Come on, man. He only had 6 fights.
How many amateur fights did Keyshawn had?
That man grow. Let that man
Now,
grow. He has the
That's
potential to be. He has the potential to be a very special talent. Don't rush him. Let him marinate. You know what I mean? Let that thing marinate. He ain't going nowhere. But I mean, listen. If somebody, if some others think like you, put him in there. See what happens.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Remember somebody got cruised by a fatality. Okay. So Kambosos and Haney, you got Haney, right?
What about him?
Kambosos and Haney, you said you got Haney with a shutout? With a shutout? Do you see Kambosos doing anything different in this fight than what he didn't do in the first fight?
No.
So once again, you believe it's a straight shutout?
I mean, it's not gonna be competitive. I don't see, cause like he wasn't willing to do any of that in the first fight. Anything to say, "Hey, I'm here," nah. Hold a second.
Or Quay saying Kambosos will try to fight dirty. I think Kambosos wanted to do whatever he wanted to do. Because I think it's going to be a long night. Okay. Devin Super Saiyan. Oh, he said, yeah. So I don't ever see Haney touching Gary Russell. Nah, I don't see that's it. That's a different fight. I don't see that. I don't see it either, bro. I don't see Devin. I think that's a Devin versus Antoine Russell. That's a dog fight. That's a dog fight. That's two pit bulls. That's two pit bulls. Two pit bulls. What else? We got Kill Plant and Darrell. I got Kill Plant. I think that fight goes the distance. I don't see Kill Plant stopping him. I believe it goes the distance. And this would be a great fight. This would be great. ESC said, "What the hell is Keith Thurman doing?" Keith is doing Keith. Keith is doing Keith. I really think that it's kind of over for Keith. Me personally, I think it's kind of over for Keith Thurman. It's been the layoffs has been long. He's been
not over. It's not over. He just got to make his mind up.
He's got to make his mind up.
Yeah.
And what does he need to make his mind up to say?
They say he need to make his mind up and say, I'm going to realize the position that I'm really in, and I'm going to agree to fight Jerron Business.
But see, I believe he made that statement on Brian Cluster when he did the interview with Brian Cluster.
Did he really make that statement? Did he really make that statement?
Yeah.
Because it sounded like to me he made a statement along the lines of, I'm not a gatekeeper. You know,
he said if anybody
send him a contract. Yeah, send him a contract. That ain't how A-sides don't talk. A-sides don't talk like that. A-sides don't talk like that. Send me no contract. You know. See, if you the A-side, you supposed to be like, listen, I want Boost in this. Come see me. Don't duck me, son. All that stuff. Where'd that go? You know what I'm saying? How you go from don't duck me, son, I'm this, that, and the third to, well, ain't nobody sent me no contract. Huh?
I hear you. I'm trying to find this for you. I don't want to play the whole extended video.
You might want to be careful. They lay around, take this whole video down. I wouldn't play it at all. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just trying to...
Bruh, you got a good show, good content. Don't let them take your joint down messing with no Keith Thurman.
Right. Yeah, but in the video, he stated that he's willing to play the position, not particularly the gatekeeper, but willing to play the position.
He's a gatekeeper.
Be saying that if you want to go to them, you want them title fights, you got to come through him first.
You're a gatekeeper.
And he said he's gonna stay at 47. He doesn't look to move up. He's gonna stay at 147 if he can.
Sure he is. Ain't like it's easier water up at 54.
Hey, Bona quickly say, Baseman went Wilder getting the NBA contract, brother. Damn.
Went Wilder getting the NBA contract.
What is your top pound for pound gatekeeper list? Hey, what's your top five? What's your top? They said, what's your top five pound for pound gatekeeper list? AK.
Pound for pound gatekeeper.
Yep. Your top 5 pound for pound gatekeeper list.
Number 1 is Keith Thurman.
Ooh. Okay.
Because, okay, you gotta look at it this way. Neither Bud or Earl is tripping off him and looking to give him a fight. You know what I mean?
Right.
Number 2 gatekeeper, Danny Garcia. You know, he's a gatekeeper. He's a gatekeeper.
Explain that one to me. Explain that.
I mean, let's be honest. Is he really going to 154 to look for Jamel or any one of them other guys? Or is he looking to fight some fights up there, make some money and going up out of here? I'm going to give you another gatekeeper. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to take that back. The best gatekeeper in boxing right now is about to get a fight next week. Gennady Golovkin.
Okay.
Yes, he's definitely a gatekeeper. And if anybody is in the I can't see the comments right now because I'm away from my laptop. But who's up in the comment section? Can anybody, if you look at his last 4 fights, name me, other than Dermachenko, name me one of them fighters that you knew who they was before the fight.
Mona quickly said Sean Porter should be number 1.
Well, you know what though? But I'm not gonna call Sean Porter a gatekeeper because you know what Sean Porter did? Sean Porter was the ultimate gladiator. He was the Arturo Gatti of this modern time because he fought everybody. Except for Manny, everybody, he checked all the boxes. Sean Porter for everybody but Manny Pacquiao. You can't ask ain't nobody else with a resume like that around. He checked all the boxes.
Mona quickly said Sean Porter and Kenny Porter jumped Usyk in the amateurs.
They jumped who?
Usyk.
They beat Usyk in the amateurs though. See what I'm saying? In the amateurs, he fought Usyk and everybody else. Usyk, Boo Boo Andre, he fought a rack of people. And then he got in the pros and then his weight class, except for Manny Pacquiao, there's nobody left. You know what I mean? There's nobody left. Earl, Bud, Danny, Keith, you know what I'm saying? Ugas, Carol Brook, Adrian Broner. You know what I mean? Who's left? You know what I'm saying? My man went through the whole gauntlet. Andre Berto, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Sean Porter went through the whole list.
So Sean Porter Hall of Fame?
Got to. They're probably not going to do it, but you got to. Man fought everybody, man. Man fought everybody. That's Ohio boy.
He said Dermachenko beat his ass.
Who beat who?
He said Dermachenko beat his ass.
You talking about Triple G?
Oh, yeah.
You talking about Triple G?
He said, in fact, Triple G is a legendary gatekeeper.
Right. Bro, he been in one weight class his entire life. His entire life. He didn't move up not one time his whole career.
And talking about doing the same thing.
In fact, he's a gatekeeper. He's a gatekeeper. He don't want to accept. Bro, listen to me. Okay, listen. You came off from a layoff and fought Josito Lopez. Then you had another layoff. You fought Josito Lopez. Then you fought Manny. Then you had another layoff and came back and fought Mario Barrios, fresh off getting knocked out by Tank. Earl Spence got thrown out of a car. Took a year and a half off and came back and fought the champion. Got a detached retina, took a year and a half off, came back and fought the champion. You fighting Mario Barrios? You're a gatekeeper. We can't even get you to fight Boots. Not saying that's an easy fight, but we can't even get you to fight one of them youngins. This man came back. This man came straight out of the eye surgeon for the world champion.
Right.
You fight some Josito Lopez. Two guys. Matter of fact, everybody Keith Thurman fought in his last 3-4 fights, not even his size. He fought all little men. One of them beat him. Come on, bro. You're a gatekeeper. You're a gatekeeper. Manny picked you because you was the weakest one. Manny looked around and said, nah, Danny hit hard in exchanges. I ain't messing with Earl or Bud. Give me Keith.
They talking about Sean Porter dug boots.
Sean Porter did what?
EST said Sean Porter dug boots.
Well, here's the thing. If I've been in the game for all these years, do I really need that one on my belt? You know, nah. He don't need that. I give him that, but nah, he don't need that. I mean, you fought everybody else. Boots just got there. I ain't got to go through all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like I said, when you hear that list of people that man fought, nah, he good. He good. Yeah, he good.
Mm-hmm.
He good. Yeah. So that's the only reason why. That's why Sean Porter, he would be considered a gatekeeper, but not because he's definitely the gladiator of the division. He is the old dog of the division. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I agree.
Cause that man, like I said, see, fighters like him, it wasn't about hey man, who you want me to fight? All right, I'm there. Who, him? Yeah, I got him. Him? Okay, let's go. You, let's go. You too, let's go. Come on, man. All of them. He fought every champion except Manny. But he sparred Manny. That's probably why Manny didn't fight him. You know what I'm saying? He sparred Manny, though. He sparred Manny.
You said he sparred him?
Yeah, he did spar Manny. Him and Manny spar. He sparred with Manny. So he's literally been in the ring with all of them.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
No. Her cup should be down here. Her cup is down here. Hello?
Yeah.
My bad.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Pastor Boy Creepy say Pastor Thurman is easily top 5.
Who?
They call him for Pastor Thurman. God damn.
I mean, Luis Ortiz is a gatekeeper.
I agree.
Yeah, gatekeeper. Jojo Diaz is on his way to being one. Love him, but yeah, he's on his way to being a gatekeeper. You know? We can stop this list. I'm gonna tell you who on his way to being one too. Joshua one loss away from being a gatekeeper. Even though he'll never be one because they sell tickets over there. They buy tickets over there.
So listen to this.
I'm listening.
What does Joshua think doing signing this fight against Fury?
It's a bag. It's a bag, and
What corrections can he make
none,
this late in the game now?
none.
He didn't make the corrections against Usyk. What corrections can he make coming off a loss, going into another title fight? What does he have to improve? Where does he improve to even try to beat Tyson Fury?
Or you got the man up and try to get that man out of there, but fight smart. You know what I'm saying? See if he can lure him into something. It's only hope. You know what I'm saying? But we've seen him back down from smaller men. We've seen him not be aggressive against smaller men. We've seen him not be able to take advantage of men nowhere near Tyson Fury's size or ability.
So is this gatekeeper shit?
Yeah, because he's going to sleep. He's gonna dump that man on his head, man. He's gonna dump that man on his head, cuz. He's gonna dump that man on his head, bro. Tyson Fury is not playing with these Bahamas, shorty. Tyson Fury is not playing with these Bahamas, son. You know, he said since Usyk not available, give him AJ, the bodybuilder.
And Usyk said he wanted to fight next year, not this year.
Right. Tyson said, let's get it. December. Yeah. The Gypsy King.
So, okay. If Joshua loses this fight,
he should retire.
Okay.
I mean, you gotta look at it this way. Realistically, you have no real shot at ever being undisputed or being a notable player in this division. You made all the money one can make. You fought the big fights. Except for Wilder, unless you stick around for Wilder. What are you doing? You know what I mean? You gotta really look at it now. If you want to stick around and let Wilder knock him out too, then fine. Which I think that's the fight they should jump for. After Hellenius, they should let him and Wilder get it in.
Right.
Wilder don't need to fight no Ruiz and none of that, man. Yeah. What you got? Speaker? Basement. Basement. Basement boxing talk. Yo. Basement. Yo. Yo, 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 yo.
Yo,
Yo. You hear me?
hold on.
Hey, hey,
Okay,
yeah.
yo,
Hey, go ahead and close
go
it
ahead.
out. Go ahead and close it out.
Go ahead, bro.
Huh?
All right, bro.
Yeah, go ahead and close it out. Close it out. Shout out to everybody that was out here today, man. Had a good time, man. Wonderful show, man. Check us out anytime, man. My man, Basement Boxing Talk. Go ahead, close it out, homeboy.
I appreciate everybody for coming out.